probably can read the things behind me. Victoria offices, UCD Social Platform and Marketing-Place, Allied Legal, and Yama Digital Agency. Get my words right, Linda. And they're a web development agency. So they're our wonderful sponsors. And I'm going to talk more about some sponsors that are here in the room tonight too, which is a great thing. So there also is educational sponsors that we obviously need to have as a community. And they are Academy XI, Insight Academy, Marketing Entourage, and also we can't work without this community. So we have wonderful, wonderful support. And the community people that are involved with us at Silicon Beach are Brendolo, and that would be Brian. Are you in the room tonight, Brian? No, not really. Well, that's a software to guide you through your startup journey. He's amazing. So Brian from Brendolo. John is here this evening. Thank you, John. He's from Co-Roster, formerly Shifties. And it's all about the humanising rostering. And John's going to be part of a special event too that's happening later on this evening. So thank you, John, for being here. Wake Up on Earth, and that's our wonderful Cullen. Yes, this is all about SEOs, so thank you, Cullen. He's also a big part of director of Silicon Beach. We also have Wake Up, I just said that. Glasses, Linda. Think Innovation, which of course is another wonderful director here, David from Silicon Beach, and this is reinventing the future of work and life. Hey, David, he'll be having a few words with us in a moment. Awake by 5 a.m. Who does that? That would have to be, oh, you do too. But that's our beautiful KJ down the back there holding up his arm. And he's all about sales coaching. So KJ is just a whiz and has helped a lot in Silicon Beach. Simpatico is all about myself and my husband. We run this Organiser company, which is all about presentation and communication skills. So if that's an aspect of what you need from something that you might see or hear or for yourself, come and have a chat to us afterwards. So before we go on, we have a new community partner. He's been around a while, and now he's become part of the team here at Silicon Beach. And Peter from Lambda Photography. We were just going to welcome him so he can have a few words with you tonight. Please come up, Peter.
Hi, thank you very much. I'm an engineer that got given the chop 4 months ago. And after applying for 450 jobs and not even getting a response, I decided to can it and do my own photography. So I've been working with Silicon Beach now for almost 2 years, I think.
Yep.
And I have done quite a few paid jobs, but I have helped some startup companies, and I believe that one is here tonight who I helped when he first started. So I want to actually help startups. I think that at the next co-working thing I might be there and do some headshots. So anybody that's here tonight that comes to the co-working thing will probably get the most whiz-bang headshot you've ever had. So that's me. Thank you very much.
Yay! Thank you, Peter. Yeah, he's a bit of a whiz with that cute little thing there.
Are you my camera?
I was kind of talking about the camera. We do want to have fun here tonight, folks. I know you're standing, and I'm so grateful for your attention. And this will be a whiz-bang evening. And also, too, there's co-working spaces that are involved with Silicon Beach, and that is Co-work Me. Now, they're down on St Kilda Road, and is that the only venue they have? Down St Kilda Road. Inspire 9, I think all of you entrepreneurs probably know about Inspire 9. And Victory offices have got some great space, and they're just branching out to all parts of Melbourne and suburbs. And are they going regional yet? Not yet. YBF Ventures is another fantastic space. And the 11th space. I guess you have to be nearly around the 11 to be 11 spaces, but no, they're also really awesome. So these are all great places that you can go and be around meet up with people and get your stuff done. So that's been fantastic. So I'll talk a bit more about the pitches in a moment, but I want to introduce you to David, our director, and he is going to say a few words and then do some further introduction. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Linda. So I'm David. I'm one of the directors of our new founded non-for-profit organization, Silicon Beach Group. And if you haven't figured it out yet, Silicon Beach is all about bringing people together. People that are excited about entrepreneurship, about startups, and about making a difference in the world. And when you look around, I hope each and every one of you have already spoken to at least 10 strangers tonight. And if not, that's your task for the rest of the night. Because you never know. The guy or the girl next to you might be your co-founder for your startup that is becoming the next big thing. So make some new friends, enjoy the evening, and listen to the pitches. And most of you might have recognized that we had some beautiful food here tonight and enjoyed that. And that was sponsored by our partner for this pitch night, the Founder Institute. And they are offering their services to give you feedback on your pitches tonight. So I want to welcome Marshall. Marshall, are you around here?
Yep.
Marshall, to introduce the Founder Institute to you and what their offer for you is. And please give a big applause for Marshall.
Is this on? I feel like I'm doing stand-up.
No, it's
Do I
change
just
the position of your hand
position of my hand
on the microphone.
There we go.
There you go.
Industry professional, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. My name's Marshall. I'm one of the leaders of the Founder Institute in Melbourne 2019 semester. I'm going to give you just a very short pitch. I've been asked to keep it under 45 minutes. Do we have a slide?
Do you have a slide?
I believe we have a slide. So the Founder Institute is a global organisation, and essentially what we do is run a 12-week training course where we take people who think they want to have a startup, but don't really know what that means. You might have watched Silicon Valley TV show, you might have watched, what's that one with Zuckerberg, Social Network, and think that it's just that easy, and it's not. The goal is you take people from who think they have a burning desire to do something who...
You don't have a slide in here.
We did have a slide. I did send one through. It's an important slide because it's a discount slide. Anyway, so Founder Institute, so it's a 12-week course. It runs, we're going to run it down in Frankston. Quick fun fact for everyone. The average distance between Melbourne and Frankston is about the same as the distance between Silicon Valley and San Francisco. We're not saying that Frankston is the next Silicon Valley. But we are. So the Founder Institute, so you do a 12-week course. There's a couple of really important things about it. The first thing is it's really hard to get into. So about half the people who apply won't get in. We do a Founder DNA course, which the Founder Institute's taken data from everyone who's applied and everyone who's been successful through the program globally and sees whether these are the right people who have the right personality traits, the right amount of energy, the right level of potential to cause trouble, and also potentially the right sort of brains. And anyone who's got a startup will tell you don't need to be that smart to have a startup, but you do need to be persistent. So you apply for the course, you get accepted, and then it's a 12-week course. If you apply before the 24th of September, then there's a discount on the application. It's normally $1,300 US, it's only $1,000 US. If you apply through the link that I am not going to throw up tonight, but we will make sure everyone gets access to, in conjunction with Melbourne Silicon Beach, we're offering a free spot in the course, which we're calling a Melbourne Silicon Beach Fellowship. So one person who attends tonight so going through the course really quickly, because I'm already out of time, it essentially takes you from, okay, I've got an idea, or I think this is an idea, right through from idea validation, revenue modelling, talking to customers, looking at potential competitors, through to incorporation, through to protecting your IP, branding and naming, and the whole kit and caboodle. And the goal is we'll get about 35 to 50 people join the course and start, and ideally we'll have 7 to 10 graduate. And dropouts can happen because people realise this is a lot harder than what they thought it would be, or the idea they had in their heart really, really sucks, and they're going to have to move on to something else. And this is why it's almost a protection going into the course, because if your idea sucks, it's better to find it in a couple of weeks in a course rather than to dump $100,000 on an app and then realise that that wasn't the right thing for you. There have been many successful companies come out of the Founder Institute. I'm not one of them, but I do have a startup that went through the Founder Institute, and we're still going after 3 years, and we have a little bit of traction that might be launching in China next year. So, thank you very much. We've probably got your email address now, so we aren't going to spam you afterwards anyway. Thank you very much. You've got plenty of time to apply, but we'll help you through that process. We've got cards. Come see me or James or Anna, who's around as well. If you want a quick answer, ask Anna, because she's new. She's helping us out for the first night tonight. James and I will give you much longer answers than that. So that's about it. I think I've missed anything important about FI.
So the fellowship, as you mentioned, but also anybody that uses the unique links that there's, the application.
Oh yeah, you also get the application fee waived if you apply through the MSB link. And in addition to the Melbourne Silicon Beach Fellowship, we also have a female fellowship. So the highest ranked female who applies and is accepted and enrolls actually gets the course for free as well. So that's all I'm going to talk about. You've got about 3 weeks to apply. Okay, so tonight we've got the services of Pete Hurd, John Webster, and myself are going to be providing a little bit of feedback for the guys who pitch. You'll find us later on down in whatever that area is down there.
The suite down there.
Yes. So it's
The
not
lounge.
Presidential.
we'll do it in the presidential lounge. We'll give you an idea about what we thought he pitched, where we thought it was really strong, and what we thought could be improved. So come and seek us out afterwards if you want to have that chat and have that feedback. And I will find that slide later on. Thank you very much. Enjoy the night.
Wow, that is so special for everyone here in the room. So you are privileged that you're in the room tonight, because if this is something that is right up your alley, these guys, you need to have a chat. If you're doing the pitch and it really is pertinent for you to move on, really do go and speak to these guys. They really know what they're talking about. And just because Anna was kind of away from the space where people couldn't see you, could you just walk a little forward, please, Anna, so that people can see you and know that you are the one that they can come and talk to? So did everyone know that Anna's wearing a beautiful cream shirt and a blonde hair tied back? So go and have a word with Anna if you really want to get moving. And of course, I'll make another announcement again about the feedback as we move on. Now, I don't know what about that slide, but for the people in the room and from what Marshall has said, we will endeavour and make sure that I'm talking to the directors and the crew right here, that will happen. And it'll be on a space that you can see it and make sure you've got those details, because we don't want you to miss that. If there's a free fellowship, a free fellowship that's possibly up for grabs, you don't want to miss it. We don't want you to miss it either. Alrighty. All right. Pardon me? Nothing. Okay, good. All right, so it's pitch time.
And all Melbourne Silicon Beach attendees tonight, the unique link that we'll have, you've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Give it a go, because it's going to be a free application process.
Yeah. You check it out. If I was in your shoes, I would be jumping out of my shoes. Anyway, pitch time. It's pitch time. So everybody get ready. We're going to start the pitches. And we have a few. So here's the rules for the pitching. You've got 90 seconds. I know it seems like a short time, but it also can seem like a long time. So you've got 90 seconds, and you will hear this gentle little bell at 60 seconds. Oh, that's gentle. That's nice. And at 90 seconds, you will hear this. Yeah, because we really do need you to wrap that up and get off. We've got quite a few to get through. We don't want you to get sore legs standing around. So we will kick this off now. And our very first speaker for this evening, and also too, the people who are not pitching, please support as much as possible, rousing applause, give them as much encouragement and support as you can. This is a night where we pride ourselves in this aspect. So the first speaker for tonight is going to be Tristan, and he's from Emotional Phasing Shifting. Please come to the stage, Tristan. Yay!
Working? Yep. So about 9 years ago, I actually ended up in hospital paralysed. And about 2 years ago, I realised when I was in hospital, I was actually dying. So when you're dying, your brain actually starts to shut down non-essential services. After all my physiotherapy and my radiotherapy, I couldn't remember things. I don't remember going to weddings. I don't remember certain events that happened in my past. And I had a whole heap of problems just trying to get out the front door and get back to, I suppose, a normal life. I had the idea that when we feel bad about something, that oh fuck moment, that I wanted to change it into a fuck yeah moment. And I realised that if we can actually make someone feel good in that instance, just prior to failing, that we can actually re-engage someone with whatever they're doing and get them across the line. So I developed a couple of models using randomisation for graphics, audio and sound that would actually make someone feel good. So you present to someone a randomised effect of, say, a squirrel in a police uniform that sounds like a donkey laughing. And when someone actually has that effect, they feel re-engaged, they want to learn what's going on. So for me, what I want to do is turn that into a platform that any company can use to help their customers get to a better place with what they want to do in their life. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, man. Thank you. What story and history you've got to tell. Wow, and what an application. Beautiful. Thank you so much. This is what this room's about. This is a community. We help people. We do stuff. Yay. Thank you, Tristan. Whew. Okay, second speaker for this evening is going to be John from Future Proof Your Business. Welcome to the stage, John.
Good evening, everybody. Our business is actually called Affinity People, but the concept I want to talk to you about is future-proofing your business. I've worked in the people space for a long time. I've been an HR director with Pepsi in Asia, built market research companies, took professional services partnerships to market. But what I've learnt over that time, whether it's 20 years ago or now in the fourth industrial revolution, is that a lot of companies know where to spend their money on sales and marketing and finance, but in reality, as we get into a marketplace where technology is driving most systems, if somebody pulls out the cord or doesn't provide the slide, then I think future-proofing your business is really through your people. If you think about it, it's like you're going to climb Everest, which a lot of small businesses are attempting to do, or even large businesses in new markets. Do you go to Kmart and buy the cheapest boots you can find because you're going to wear them once? Or do you take the time and perhaps get some MacPack boots that have been tried and tested? And more so, if you're going into a new country, do you get Google Maps to show you where you're going, or do you get a Sherpa to take you to the top of the mountain? Our processes are a bit like technology in that we help companies understand where they should be engaging their people, whether they're a company of 5, 50 or 500. And our staff are really the Sherpas that can not only carry the load, but also make sure you get to the top of the mountain. And in the case of Everest this year, with all those long queues, that you actually get back when you need to in a time of change.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow, first up we've had two people that have been rather accomplished in the way they deliver, so that's just been fantastic. For the people that maybe it could be your first time, really if what I could encourage to say for you right now is really give us a bit about you, what you're trying to achieve and what you want from the room. So if that makes some sense to you for your 90 seconds, that's what we're after. All right, for our third speaker, thank you for being here because this room is fairly dominated by the male gender. But we do have some women in the room. We do have some women in the room. Yay! Women, community and tech. Oh, we're all over it. We're all over it. So the third speaker is going to be Abbe, and she's from Wineley. Please come to the stage, Abbe.
Hi everyone, I'm Abbe, founder and CTO of Wineley, and we automate sampling from wine fermentation tanks. So currently, for a winemaker to take a sample from their wine tank, they have to manually go to the tank, take a sample, take it back to the lab, run the test, log the data. For every 50 wine tanks they have, this is taking them 6 to 10 hours a day, one full-time equivalent. So Wineley provides our proprietary Internet of Things hardware that tracks attributes of the wine ferment in real time. We provide this back to the winemaker through our software, which gives them immediately actionable insights. For example, fermentation rate. This is something a winemaker will closely monitor. Too fast, and the wine can't develop its beautiful characteristics, but too slow, and the yeast risks dying. Now, previously, winemakers have had to make decisions on this based on a single data point, so a snapshot in time. Wine is a living biological process. It changes rapidly. So we've completed successful trials this year, and we're currently onboarding customers in New Zealand and Australia. We are a hardware software as a service company, and we're finalising signed off agreements for 1.4 mil annual recurring revenue. We have a convertible note open, and we're interested in talking to investors in the ag tech space or people with a wine background. Thank you so much for listening.
That's one we can all drink to. A bit of a dad joke there, I think. But thank you, Abbe. That was really interesting. Thank you. Alrighty. Okay. On and upwards we go to our next speaker, and it's, forgive me if I say this correctly, hopefully I will, it's Gorica. Yes, and you're from CloudJoy. Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Gorica. I'm from CloudJoy. I'm operations manager there. At CloudJoy, we are a marketing technology agency, so we're helping companies grow their revenue and also customer base and brand loyalty. Okay, so how we do that? We basically do it by helping customers with their strategy, create a roadmap for our customers. We also provide consulting services. So we're helping customers choose the right tool for their marketing needs. There are many tools out there, and a lot of customers purchase all sorts of different tools, but they don't know which one is the best one for their business. So we're there to help them with that. We also offer supporting services. We support customers with a CRM, they're using CRM and also marketing automation tools. Okay. Lastly, what we're looking for, we're a relatively new company, we've been around just for a month. Started here in Melbourne, and we're hoping if you know anyone that would be interested in growing their business using marketing technology, please get in touch. And we also offer free consultations with our founder, Sam. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you so much. Is that one of the first times you may have done a pitch?
Yes.
Oh, you go, girl. You're on it. Okay, thank you so much. It's wonderful to see women come. A lot of the times, and over the 2 years that I've been doing some hosting here, it's a bit rare to have the female gender up on the stage saying their pitch, and I really, really love it when you come on board. I don't feel so lonely. So that's fantastic, thank you. All right, our next speaker is Lucas, and he's from Inside Academy. Welcome to the stage, Lucas.
How are you tonight?
Good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm Lucas. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I have a marketing agency back in Argentina, my home country. But here in Australia, I'm an intrapreneur. Have you heard about that term?
Yeah.
Okay, at Inside Academy, we forge entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. We help people. Anybody here is willing to be an entrepreneur? Or are we all entrepreneurs already? All entrepreneurs? Okay, great. Okay, you can come here to upskill your current skills. We focus a lot on emotional intelligence, on mindset training, and also more practical and technical things such as digital marketing, online marketing. We also work with companies and with small groups of entrepreneurs. So we have long and short courses. Also for international students, we have a long entrepreneur program, 1-year program. And also we do small executive programs with companies and small and medium businesses. So we are here because we collaborate with Silicon Beach. We are organizing a monthly event with the community at our campus. So next time maybe we receive you in our campus here in the CBD. And we are looking for more collaboration. Inside is all about community, about connecting, about doing things together, making things happen. So we invite you to join our community, to come, tell us your idea, tell us your business, and see how we can help you. We have over 400 students, and many of them are professionals with a lot of experience and are willing to learn. So if you're looking for interns or people to collaborate with, our community is also for that. So thank you very much for the space.
All right.
Thank you too, Lucas. Thank you. It's all about community, right? Oh yeah. That's what we're here for. Oh, gorgeous. All right, we're getting closer to the halfway mark, so we're doing really well. Our next speaker is going to be Vickram, and he's from Turning Radius. Please come to the stage, Vickram. Yay!
See if it's working? Yeah. Great champion once said, riding a motorcycle is like art, because you feel something inside. Motorcycle sales have been declining over the last few years, and more people are missing out on the feeling. My name is Vickram, and I'm the founder of Turning Radius. Using Turning Radius, you can now subscribe to a motorcycle. Your monthly subscription includes everything you need to ride away. So, what are the benefits of subscribing to a motorcycle? 1, no lock-in contracts, no interest payments, as opposed to traditional finance. 2, it's hassle-free riding. Your subscription includes insurance, registration, maintenance, and even roadside assistance. 3, it offers you the flexibility. You can change motorcycles as often as you like. I've been riding for over 20 years. I'm passionate about motorcycles, and my vision is to make motorcycle riding more cost-effective and more flexible. So Turning Radius is launching with a pre-sales event. We're accepting registrations and we're building our fleet. If you know someone, or if you want to buy a motorcycle, let's have a chat later. And you can find us on turningradius.co. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Oh, that brings back some fun memories. My dad had a beautiful old Harley 1200cc saddle seat, awesome green colour, and he took me to school on it. It was like heaven on the back of that bike. A memory I'll never forget. Okay, moving right along. We now have Eric, and he's from One Kai. If I said that right? One Key? Oh, golly, I said it wrong. Welcome to the stage, yay!
Hey everyone, my name is Eric, and my co-founder and I have spent our careers working with the world's most affluent people. And we've come to understand how these people travel. They rent private islands, they spend their summers in villas, or charter private yachts around the south of France. So a year ago, we wanted to travel like this, and because we can't afford to do that, we got our families together to travel, and we rented this amazing villa in Amalfi. The villa had a private chef, a driver, it even had a boat with a captain that took us around the Italian coast. Now, that's all great, but when we got back and we wanted to redo this trip, we couldn't get friends and family together. Who was too busy working, who had kids, who couldn't afford it. We said to each other, we said, there's got to be other people who want to travel like this. And so that's where One Key was born. So what One Key does is we match your passion schedules and budgets together with other like-minded travelers so you can split the costs and share in the best travel experiences this world has to offer. We did some market research and we found out there's actually a lot of other people who want to travel like this. There's actually 5.4 million Australians who said that they want to travel in this way. So we're looking forward to our launch, our MVP launch in October. We ask all of you to hit our website, sign up for a newsletter, and follow us on Instagram. Thank you.
That'll be the lifestyle. I think I'm in and I'm out.
Let's come. Oh, in. I'm back in. Thank you. Wouldn't we want to be doing that? Heck yeah. Thank you. So, next speaker, and I'm sorry I didn't say One Key. It is One Key. All right, so our next speaker is going to be Greg, and he's from Inspecy. So, welcome to the stage. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, whoa.
Evening all. Couple of questions. Who's in rented accommodation? Who rents? And then who's one of the evil landlords? Okay. I'm one of both because I've always believed in buying what I can afford and renting what I want. So we've been in Australia 6 months, and we found there's quite a lot of challenges both for the tenant and the landlord, us renting our property back in New Zealand and renting the property here. But certainly one of the most annoying but necessary has to be the property inspection. Very time consuming, highly invasive, sometimes even judgmental. Additionally, I found out that in Victoria, this is definitely even a mandated issue because property inspections are limited to maximum of 1 every 6 months. And you cannot have 1 in the first 3 months. That's crazy. I mean, as a landlord, as an owner of property, you want to know that your property is okay. So we're involved with a startup called Inspecy.com. And quite simply, it's a platform to allow tenant action property inspections. They're requested by the landlord or property manager and actioned by the tenant using location camera services on their smartphones. Obviously, tenants take photos of predefined required areas and have the option to take photos of areas that have issues, wear and tear. And then both parties have the ability to download a full package of inspection for their records. The mechanism provides a quick and easy, non-intrusive method of determining not only the condition of the property, but also allows the landlord agent to decide whether a further on-site inspection is actually required. That's obviously going to happen sometimes. Essentially, it's good for tenants to be less inconvenienced and focus to be applied to those that aren't. For us, this evening is all about networking, so if you're interested or you're involved in this space, come and have a chat. Thanks very much.
We talked about this. We spoke about it. I was just going to say this to the room because it's really quite funny. We were having a chat earlier before the night started, and we were talking about, when you're up here, what kind of impression or impact you may make on the group. And I foolishly said, well, if you fell off the stage, that would be certainly memorable. And we nearly just did it. Oh.
One word for you, Murphy.
Yes, absolutely. It's this bloomin' chord. So everybody be aware of the bloomin' chord. Okay, moving right along. Next speaker is going to be Peter, and he's from Local Buddy. Local Buddy. Okay, come up, Local Buddy. Mind the chord.
Hello everyone, my name is Peter. When I was 18, I went to Japan and I studied there for 3 years, and I found it really hard. I found it hard to get to know people. I found it hard I didn't know where to get money from the bank, or even just really how to get food to eat. So I imagine there's a lot of people here that might be have gone through a similar sort of thing. So since coming back to Australia, I've worked with a lot of people that are going to university or they've just come to live that are going through a similar thing. So I'm working on a platform that would connect people coming to a new country with somebody local there that can be their local buddy and can guide them through that process. And so in return, so the person coming over would pay an amount of money to the buddy, and get some peace of mind through that process. So I'm working on a MVP for that, wanting to do some testing. So one of the reasons I'm here tonight is to see if there's anyone here that would like to be involved in that testing as being a buddy. So please come and speak to me. Great. Please come and speak to me later. And also just anyone that's doing international education related business or even just speaks another language. I'm wanting to connect with 10 people on LinkedIn if possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Don't get hooked up. Oh, that's that bloomin' chord we talked about. It's got a mind of its own, I tell you. It's a bit of a snake. Never mind. All right, we'll work with it. Okay, our next speaker is another female in the room. I'm loving this night. Our next speaker is going to be Kelly, and she's from Kelx. Come to the stage, please, Kelly.
Hi, everyone. So has anyone heard of dressing for success?
Oh, yes.
Awesome. Well, did you know 55% of a person's initial opinion about someone is actually based on the person's appearance? And 60% of women actually say that poorly dressed men is their #1 deal breaker. And 41% of employers say that they would more often than not promote someone who dressed better. So if you're anything like my partner, a man, and hates shopping, you would more likely outsource the shopping to me, or you're just going to avoid it at all costs. So meet Kelx, a men's free personal styling service, providing outfits and sizing recommendations based on individuals' body shapes and lifestyles. As we know, sizing isn't standardized in all brands, so a medium in one brand can be completely different to a medium in another. So what we do is actually measure the garments and base our sizing recommendations based on the measurements of the garments instead of sizing. So how does it work? Step 1, go on to kelx.com.au and fill in a 5-minute onboarding survey. Step 2, you will then be assigned your own personal stylist who will be with you throughout the whole duration that you're with Kelx. And step 3, your stylist will then send you a link exclusively for you, curated with outfits and sizing recommendations. I'm Kelly, and I'm the CEO and founder of Kelx. So if you want to make a great first impression, get that second day, or get that job promotion, go on to kelx.com.au.
All right. Oh, you're going to dress those guys. Dress those guys for success, eh, Kelly? Oh, yeah. You know, that's an awesome idea because, like you said, a lot of guys find it really a bit, I don't know about certain generations, but you can feel a bit uncomfortable about doing the whole getting the clothes thing. And sometimes your choices, let's face it, we can all make serious mistakes in that department. I'm not excluding myself either, so I get it. All right, excellent. Thank you, Kelly. Good one. All right, so our next speaker is going to be Sergey, and he is from Identity Hub. Welcome, Sergey.
Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Sergey, and tonight I'd like to share my idea with you. Imagine a YouTuber by the name of Chairmaker86, and what he does, he makes videos about chair making and shares it with his community. At the end of each video, he would promote his Facebook, Instagram, Twitter pages, and he would put the links at the description for all the users to connect to all of these services. What if he didn't have to do that? Instead, he could provide just one link that would take all his followers to one centralized repository, a hub, where all the services that he uses are presented there. In that scenario, imagine the chairmaker makes a website, and now he would have to go to every single one of his videos and change his description, and that would take too much time and effort. Instead, he can just add one line on that website, and all the followers will instantly see that he's got a new website, and he can access it. They can access it in a centralized manner. Now, this thing doesn't have to be applied just to YouTubers. Can be any public figure, really, politicians, celebrities, and they can put anything they want. Social networks, email accounts. They can promote their merchandise, whatever it is. If you, guys, if you are interested in this, would like to share your opinions, I really value that, and maybe your personal experience as well. Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you. Oh, it's such a pleasure to have a diversity of what's being spoken about this evening. So thank you so much. It's a delight to be in this room, I have to tell you. All right, when we do this, we often ask people to register, and we get those registrations in before 5 o'clock on a Wednesday. Well, sometimes when people get inspired, when they're here in the room, and then they say, look, is it all right if I come and do an impromptu? Well, yes, you can. And we've got a couple. So just a few more before we wrap this up. We're going to have Theo come to the stage, and he's from JR Boom Solutions. Please welcome to the stage, Theo. Have you run off, Theo? You done a runner? Has he done a runner? No one knows Theo? Who knows Theo?
I met him this morning.
Well, I guess he's not pitching. Anyway, okay, that's cool. We don't, there's no hold you down and make you do it, so, that's okay. Okay, let's move on. We will have Manu, and he's from Loop. Hey!
Thank everyone. My newly found Greg inspired me today. My name is Manu, or Manvendra, and what I found is change is necessary, but in organization it is done to people, not with them. And I want to change that with the loop. The idea is to automate analysis of feedback loops that already exist in agile cross-functional teams in organizations. The analysis will help identify poor organizational habits, patterns that can inform the health of transformation and change that is happening in organizations. And those patterns will help inform the change and the changes in strategy that people can make. The need has been tested with people who are going to use it potentially, transformation managers, agile coaches in organizations. And what I'm looking for is data scientists and data experts and avenues where I can test the prototype with people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Manu. Thank you. All righty, we have just a couple more, and then we're going to talk about the feedback and things like that and wrap this up. So I would like to welcome to the stage George, and he's from Noobill. Are you in the room, George? Yay!
Hi everyone, my name is George. A couple of years ago, I ran into a huge problem of my credit card expired. And why is that a problem? Because that credit card is linking to about 20 suppliers who is supplying to my house. My electricity, my internet, insurances, car insurances, all things in that. So I started to wonder, where are all my bills? I have to call them to say I want to update my credit card details. And take me years to find it, and I'm a chartered accountant by profession. So what I did is I just thinking, right, what if I have a personal assistant managing all my bills for me, go out and looking for the best deal for me on my bills, switch it without me knowing it, and pay for it with me without me knowing it. Would that be good? Yeah? Do you want it? Okay. So 2 years earlier, so this has been about a year now, we did it. So we made a mobile app that will automation your household bill management, and it is called Noobill. So Noobill. So we are launching this month. So if you go to our website now, Noobill, you'll be able to register, and we'll give you 5% off your first bill with us, switch to a better supplier. And also the last one, we're going to give 1 ton of carbon offset to you and the friend you refer to us. So 2 tons each, and trying to save the planet together. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, George, absolutely on it. I love your little analogy about the expiring credit card and things, and the final take on that, thank you, that's awesome, that's really cool. All right, one more, and it happens to be one of us, meaning this gender. Haha, loving it. It's Catherine, and she's from Workplex. Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Catherine. I'm from Workplex. So we are a co-working space. We are located about 15 minutes from the city in Carnegie, just right next to Monash University. So what we're doing today is just we are offered 10 passes for whoever you guys, all about you are entrepreneurs and business owners, so whoever wants to join us and work in our place for 10 days for free, you just reach me out. We have events monthly, they are for free as well. We have many people working there, so you have also opportunity to do some networking. So just reach me out. I have some 7 passes for free, so just let me know. That's it. Very simple.
Thank you, Catherine. And like I said, you've got to watch out for the snake. I think that's male, by the way. This cord here is male.
Is it okay if I do a pitch just to sort of slide in the air? Is that time?
Is the room up for just maybe a little more? Yeah?
Yeah!
All right, come on.
Thank you.
You can announce yourself.
Hi everybody, thanks. I'm Matt, I'm a volunteer for Anika Legal. Anika is a legal charity, we're a startup, and we're trying to give free legal advice to the public. We're connecting members of the Victorian public to access to justice. And we're doing this using law students supervised by lawyers. For now, we're focusing on residential tenancies, so we're helping people who are renting, getting things repaired in their apartment. We've launched our MVP in July, and we're now looking for clients. So our biggest problem now, we've got the tech, it's all launched, it's on the internet, but we're looking for clients, people who are renting and need repairs. And we need these people so that we can improve our services and iterate on our product. So my call to action is tell your friends, if you have a rental issue, you need your landlord to repair something, go to anikalegal.com and fill out our online form and we'll get to you and help you. Thanks.
All right. So how do you spell Anika?
A-N-I-K-A.
A-N-I-K-A. Legal. Okay, that's it? Okay. A-N-I-K-A. Get that? Got that, renters? Mm-hmm. All right. One more little thing to do because he's part of our team and he's a nice guy. So I'm going to welcome up Sydney.
Thank you. Hi guys. Let's do some show of hands first. Hands up if you love traveling. Hands up if you had to fill an application form for a visa before. Hands up if you fill the same application form for a different country over and over again. So, hi, I'm Sid. I'm from Easy to Visa, founder and CEO. So, we're trying to build a platform where you fill a visa application form once, and then for any other country that you want to go and travel ever again, if they have an online visa, you just click one button and then it automatically does it for you. So we are building our MVP and planning to launch in October, and I'm looking to grow my team, and I'm looking for techsters, tech people who have the risk appetite to actually jump on board and get out of their comfort zone and join the team. So please come and chat to me if you are one of those. Thank you.
The sneaky last picture. Yeah. All right, we are done with the pictures, but we're not done. Not done. We are now going to ask any of the people that either pitched because they registered or pitched because you're an impromptu to please connect with our lovely, and I've written it. Marshall. Oh God, Marshall, how could I forget your name? I'm so sorry. Marshall, Peter and John. So Marshall and Peter are from the Founders Institute, and John is from our rostering co-working. Yeah. And so these guys have got years between them, like decades between them on experience in this area. So if you would like to have some feedback from what you did this evening, they are ready to hang out with you in the downstairs lounge, which is just over here to my right or your left. And please go and have a chat to them. If you, or was your first time pitching, or you feel you have a level of experience, or you just want to pick their brains about something, just do it. They're in the room, and they sponsored the food. Hello, that's another big clap right there. Yeah. So really, that's a wrap from us. We've got a slide up there to tell you how you can. Whoa, David.
We will put a slide up there for Founder Institute how you can sign up for that.
Is that going to happen tonight?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, rah. So you didn't might hear that down the back, but there's going to be a slide about the Founders Institute and the deal. Yes, that's it. The fellowship. Thank you. The fellowship deal. Yes, thank you. So that's a wrap from me. Have a look at us and all the team and anybody else. All the things are up there on the slide. Please keep networking, go and get your feedback, hang out. In fact, there's a few things that happen in pitches that could be actually really quite connected. So hang in the room, have some fun, have a drink, enjoy the space. I'm Linda, thank you, good night. Thank you.